um, you'd be 100% financially protected on every element of your holiday as well. And there'd be EasyJet flights included with it, but it's still packaged as a package holiday with ATOL protection. And we have a reputation that you can trust with travel counsellors. We've just won for the second year in a row Best Retail Travel Provider, and also for out of Martin Lewis's 3 surveys that he did throughout the pandemic, travel counsellors came out top on every single one for how we've managed the pandemic and our customers' holiday bookings, and that's ahead of all the high street brand names that you'll be aware of. So Sally's going to tell you a little bit more about why we've chosen to work with Randvik and her amazing company in Iceland.
Yeah, so Randvik, who is joining us directly from Iceland this evening, actually in quarantine in Iceland at the minute because she's just returned there from Namibia. But basically, as a company, we work with them based on their professionalism and their passion for high quality service, which Ilan has just touched on. The way that travel counsellors operate is we really care passionately about our clients' experience, how they're looked after on the ground. And what we have with Abeo is experts on the ground with amazing destination knowledge, up-to-date knowledge, and know what to do in every eventuality, which in somewhere like Iceland is absolutely key. The strong relationship that we have with Abeo is second to none, and we've had that for many years now, and we work very closely with Randvik and the team right from when you book the plans right through to when you're actually away. So the strong relationship is why we decided that if we were going to take a group to Iceland, it would be with Randvik and the team. So here we are now with the trip planned for the 3rd of March next year, which is very exciting. And we'll both be on this trip with you right from Bristol. And I'm going to hand over, Randvik, if you're ready, to just take us through what the itinerary looks like, what you could be experiencing in Iceland, and a few different options that are built into it as well. And then at the end, I'll stop the recording after Randvik's finished and allow for some questions, any questions that anybody's got. So take us to Iceland, Randvik.
Thank you, Sally and Elam. Thank you so much for your kind words. But you're absolutely correct. We are located here locally in Iceland, and we're a family-run company. And every single one of our visitors are so important to us. We ensure that we take care of you right from start to end of your holiday. I'm located here in Iceland, as Sally said. I'm actually in quarantine right now myself, waiting to take my 3rd COVID test this Friday, and then hopefully I can go and see my family members again that I haven't seen for a while. And I'm going to share my screen now to take you through this fantastic group tour that Sally and Elan are going to be hosting next year, March. So this program is very carefully crafted by the 3 of us together. Basically, Sally and Ella knowing their clientele and what basically would interest you, and me knowing the destination, of course, and taking completely care of you on ground. Can everyone see the screen? So you can see the snowmobiles over there. So the tour is planned for the 3rd until the 6th of March 2022. And honestly, COVID is going to be done by then. I mean, at the rate that the UK is vaccinating right now, I mean, you have already vaccinated almost 10 million people. I mean, Iceland is a population of 350,000. So can you imagine, like 2 weeks ago, we would have been done if we were going at the same rates as you. So that's very promising. And we're very excited to welcome everyone back again to our beautiful country. So the plan for this program is that when you arrive into Iceland on the 3rd of March, you will have, because we've arranged it that way, in this small group, you will have your own private vehicles and transfers for great comfort. So when you arrive at the airport, we will greet you there. and take you all to your hotel in Reykjavik, our capital city, for your duration of 3 nights. Your first evening is already planned. We're starting the adventures right away. You only have 3 nights with us, so we have a lot to show you. And we're going to go right away out for a Northern Lights cruise. When hunting the Northern Lights in Iceland, basically what you want to do is you want to leave the city light pollution, because Reykjavik obviously has a lot of lights in the city, and we call that light pollution, because the Northern Lights can be shining right here above Reykjavik, but basically the light will kind of damage your fantastic view of this natural phenomena. I just need to say this, we never guarantee the Northern Lights. It is a natural phenomena. We promise to try our best to help you see them. But I've even had a group of people with me who dressed up all nice and warm, ran outside, and then said, Ranveig, I'm ready. You can turn them on now. I swear. So it doesn't sadly work that way. I wish I could. OBO Travel, together with travel counselors, we can make a lot of magic happen, but sadly we cannot turn that switch on. So anyway, we're going to leave the city lights of Reykjavik, and right from the city center harbor, we're going to board this cruise over here. This is without a doubt our favorite way of hunting the Northern Lights. We very comfortably sail away from the city lights of Reykjavik, and the added benefit here is also to see the Reykjavik skyline when going out sailing. We don't sail out too far regarding, choppy seas, basically. So we stay in the calmer waters closer to the city. Here you have the great comfort of just sitting and relaxing in our warm indoor area. There we have seating and and tables and a kiosk, so you can buy refreshments while you are on board. We even have beer and wine on board as well. So by all means, enjoy the evening. Nice and snug, warm indoors, and our guides, our trusted, wonderful guides, are sitting out on deck, staring at the sky and actually taking even pictures to see if something's happening in the sky. And then they will shout into the microphone, okay, guys, everyone out now. And that's when you run up on deck because something exciting is happening in the sky. As you can just see here from the pictures as well, we have not only a kiosk and toilets on board and nice and warm inside, but we also provide everyone with overalls. So you can put on one of our overalls to keep nice and warm for the time when you go up on deck and hopefully seeing the Northern Lights. But here is my best thing to offer regarding this tour is that if we don't successfully see them, you come again tomorrow for free. So that means that during this group tour, and this is where Sally, Elan, and I will be obviously in constant communication, that if you don't successfully see them, we will simply rebook you for the 4th of March and give it another go. If we need, we will give it another go on the 5th of March as well. So we literally have a triple chance of seeing them here on your group tour. Then on the 4th of March in the afternoon, after lunchtime, we are going to take you to the very famous Blue Lagoon. The Blue Lagoon is definitely one of the most famous things about Iceland for very, very good reason. I adore the Blue Lagoon. I go there very regularly myself. So this is famous for its very, very bright blue colors of the water. And it has also this white silica mud in the waters, and this silica mud you use basically as a face mask, and you put it on your body as well, and it has healing powers to your skin. It does really amazing things to your skin. So soak in the wonderful natural hot waters of the Blue Lagoon, and included in the entrance is also a 1 drink per person for the swim up bar. So you wear a bracelet coming in, and included is a drink at the gorgeous swim up bar. Then we also have in the Blue Lagoon a swim up mask bar, and that's where you go, reach out your hands, and there you get your face mask directly into your hand to put on your face for those healing powers. So this tour takes around 4 hours, is about a half-day tour in the afternoon, leaving Reykjavik, going to the Blue Lagoon, and then coming back. Then on the 5th of March, on day 3 of your program, you have quite the highlights planned. We have 3 of Iceland's most popular attractions put together there in one day tour experience. We will pick up the group at your hotel, and we will do that in super jeeps. I will tell you about them a little bit later, but first let me tell you about these 3 sites that is Iceland's Golden Circle. The Golden Circle tour, first we go here to Thingvellir National Park, and the national park is home to Iceland's largest lake, Thingvallavatn. Don't worry, you don't have to learn those names. I promise. Elan and Sally will have them all completely clear before they travel. But Thingvellir National Park is also home to the world's first parliament, which, if you ask me, I find that a little bit insane to think that the world's first parliament is this building right here in the middle of Iceland's national park. We have moved the activity of our parliament to the city for convenience, obviously, but the building is still right here, and you can see it with our church right next to it. Thingvellir National Park is also home to the 2 tectonic plates of Eurasia and America. These 2 tectonic plates are being pulled apart by up to 2 centimeters every single year. We have a pathway between these 2 plates which you can walk between, and we will take you there. So essentially you're walking in between 2 continents. Moving on from Thingvellir National Park, we're going to take you to Geysir, the erupting hot spring. Much like the Blue Lagoon, this is one of those things that you just have to see when you come to Iceland. This day tour doesn't get more Icelandic than that. So Geysir is in fact the original geyser of the world. I'm sure you didn't know this, but Geysir gave its name to all the geysers in the world. So this is where the word geyser comes from. It's from the Icelandic geyser. Geysir itself, sadly, doesn't erupt anymore, though. However, thankfully, its little brother Strokkur girls, does erupt every 5 to 10 minutes. So during your stop here, we will allow plenty of time, so you will witness it erupting a few times before we move on. Then when we move on, we are heading just 10 minutes away from the erupting hot spring. We are approaching the golden waterfall, Gullfoss. So this is where the Golden Circle gets its name from. And the gorgeous Gullfoss is glacier water thundering down into this gorgeous canyon here. And definitely a sight to behold. You can stroll around for different angles of the waterfall, and we will allow for plenty of time here. On your tour, you're also going to go snowmobiling on Langjökull Glacier, which is Iceland's 2nd largest glacier, and Langjökull means long glacier in Icelandic. So here I want to tell you what is, I think, one of the most amazing things about this tour is this upgrade. And that is that you will enjoy all of the sights of the Golden Circle in the comfort of our magnificent super jeeps. So our super jeeps in Iceland are definitely our pride and joy. And I'm telling you, our Icelandic men, they love their super jeeps more than they love their wives. So they take these jeeps and bring them in from abroad, completely strip them down and modify them to make them Icelandic, as they say. So they put these massive wheels on and other gadgets that I don't even know the words for, to be honest, making these super jeeps handling all Icelandic terrain. So these super jeeps can go through rivers, up onto mountains, onto glaciers and volcanoes and what have you. It is not only adding to your adventure, but it is also great comfort on board these super jeeps. And I'm telling you, wherever we drive in Iceland on these super jeeps, people always stop and take pictures like mad, because this is an attraction in itself. So anyway, on your tour, you're going to be driving around in a few of our super jeeps together in a convoy. After you've explored the Golden Circle and the Gullfoss waterfall, we're going to drive you up onto Langjökull Glacier. When you're at base, you go off the Super Jeep and our trusted guides up on the glacier greet you and dress you up. So basically you always have to dress warm in Iceland, but here we're going to provide you with a balaclava, a helmet, very nice warm overalls, gloves, boots, and off you go. You're going snowmobiling on an Icelandic glacier. The snowmobile you drive yourself. You need to have a valid driver's license to drive the snowmobile. So you will have to let us know if you don't have a driver's license. 2 people share one snowmobile and take turns driving. So we drive from base. We drive in like a long line behind our trusted guides. And we drive for about half an hour. Then we stop the snowmobiles at a very, very scenic spot in the middle of the glacier, turn off our snowmobiles and have a bit of a moment to take amazing photographs of this glacier and all the scenery, make some snow angels, throw snowballs, do whatever you want to do on this glacier. And then you switch drivers if you want to, and the other one drives back to base where you return your clothes back on board the Super Jeep and you head back to your hotel in Reykjavik. This tour will take between 10 and 12 hours. It sort of depends on weather conditions and so. So this is a fully action-packed tour, but it is really Iceland in a nutshell. It's this experience, I can tell you from all of our visitors, is always their absolute highlight of their stay in Iceland. So even though it may sound like a long day, but it really isn't once you're on it, because you're always stopping and enjoying something absolutely amazing. And then sadly, on the 6th of March, we're going to have to say goodbye after your 3-night, 4-day stay in Iceland. We are going to allow for a little bit of free time in Reykjavik, because I tend to be a little bit too aggressive, wanting to show people everything, every minute of their schedule when they're in Iceland. But you will have some time to enjoy our beautiful city, Reykjavik, as well. I'm not sure if you know this, but we have a very tiny population in Iceland, only 350,000 people, and 250,000 of us live here in the capital city of Reykjavik. It is a gorgeous, colorful, very compact city. So it is very easy and enjoyable just to stroll around the city at your own pace when you have free time. Here are just a few of our beautiful landmarks in the city. This one over here is Hallgrímskirkja. Don't you love those Icelandic names? Hallgrímskirkja, this church over here, definitely a landmark of Reykjavik, because as you can see on this picture here, you can see the huge sculpture that is the Hallgrímskirkja church. You can in fact see it from basically anywhere in Reykjavik, because our buildings are typically not that high. Here we have the Reykjavik Pond, which is this huge, gorgeous pond right in the heart of the city center. So stroll around here. And then we have the Viking ship sculpture located down by the sea. And I would recommend to walk around that area down by the sea. And this Viking ship sculpture here is one of the most photographed places in Iceland, because it's not just the sculpture, the Viking ship itself, but it is basically the light that is around it. It's either the northern lights or, you know, the midnight sun or different kind of light that you will find and see behind the Viking ship. And also right behind it, we have Reykjavik's most beloved mountain called Esja. Here we have the Harpa Concert Hall, one of our very new landmarks. So Harpa here, our concert hall, we've basically moved all theater and everything to here and all events. This was in fact built right in the economy crisis back in 2008. So there was a bit of controversy whether to finish building it up, but thankfully they did. It is a beautiful, very cultural landmark in Reykjavik. 2 things that I would also say that you kind of have to do when you come to Reykjavik. And one of them is our hot dog. Honestly, we have the world's best hot dog. There is this tiny little hot dog stand in the heart of Reykjavik. It's this big. This is the hot dog stand. And this is considered Icelanders' most beloved restaurant because Icelanders are mad about this hot dog stand. They make the best hot dog that you will ever taste. So it is, Bill Clinton even had a hot dog there once. So we're very proud of that. So by all means, while you're strolling around Reykjavik, be sure that you stop by this hot dog stand and have a taste. What we say is, I'm going to have one with everything, or ein með öllu. Sally and Elan, I'll teach them that properly so that they can teach you as well on the tour. You say ein með öllu, which means one with everything. We have 2 types of onion and we have 3 types of sauce on the hot dog. There you go. We also have another place here in Reykjavik called Flyover Iceland, and it is one of these, I actually don't know the proper English word for it, but basically we strap you down and you sit safely inside a huge building. You sit here safely and we fly you over all of Iceland. So it is kind of interactive. It's this 4D or 5D experience where it moves around according to how we're flying you in the, in the video. And it also kind of, squirts water in your face when you're going through a waterfall and so on. So this is actually, I have to say, I was so pleasantly surprised with this that I've actually now been like 5 times. I can't get enough of it. So fly over Iceland is something I recommend to do when you have free time in Reykjavik. If you don't want your free time, which I would also understand, we will be offering optional add-ons. So we decided to leave that morning completely free on day 2 and also on the day that you arrive before the Northern Lights. So on day 2 in the morning, you may want to opt for a whale watching cruise. We go whale watching right from the city center harbor, and it's a 3-hour cruise approximately where we go out into the bay in search of these magnificent gentle giants. We typically see minke whales, humpback whales, porpoises, some dolphins. So I really recommend to do a whale watching tour if you're into that and not seasick. We also offer another optional tour if that's something that interests you in the morning before the Blue Lagoon, and that would be to explore a lava cave with us. So we have this lava cave that we call the lava tunnel, located only 30 minutes south of Reykjavik. So we pick you up at your hotel, take you to the base of the lava cave, and we provide you with a helmet and a lamp and take you through this breathtaking cave. This is where you can really see Iceland, the land of ice and fire, as we tend to be known for, because this is where you are walking in an actual lava field, and how the effects of nature of a volcanic eruption with its lava and the freezing of our glaciers, how this together creates this surreal scenery that you're walking through, very colorful as well, with some ice and snow inside as well. And that's the tour that Elan and Sally will be going on in March next year. So I think we're just here to answer any questions if you have any.
Can I just say as well that, sorry, Marie, can I just say as well that we chose the 3rd to the 6th of March because Sally and I both looked at the lunar calendar and we felt that was a new moon, so there's more chance of us seeing the Northern Lights on those dates than perhaps later in the month, just so that you're aware. We've got probably, hopefully, quite a good chance. Is that right, Randvig? When we go in, it's dark, there's no moon, then that will give us a better chance as well of seeing the lights.
That's absolutely correct. There are not many things that we can really go by as such, because during our winter season, you can simply be lucky or unlucky and see or not see in the Northern Lights. But there is that one thing that we can kind of aim for, and that is to avoid a full moon. It's very simple. A full moon, a proper full moon and no clouds will really light up the sky, and it will be really bright. So if the Northern Lights are shining, it could jeopardize your sighting of the Northern Lights. So yeah, so we're hopeful.
Well, so Marie, did you have a question?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Just checking my microphone there. So firstly, that is wicked. It looks absolutely amazing, and I really want to come. I've just renewed my driving license as well. But I have 2 reservations. 3 if you include the fact I don't like hot dogs, but don't worry about that. So my first reservation is I am not good on boats if they are.
Sorry, Sally, just quickly, did you maybe want to stop recording for the
Oh,
for the
sorry.
question session?
Yeah. Sorry, I was getting ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, I just know